Today is the 111th Congress getting sworn in, and one new member is likely to raise a few eyebrows. CBS News senior White House correspondent Bill Plante joins us with the scoop. Good morning, Bill.
Good morning, Julie. You know, you've been here often enough to know that there are plenty of 20-somethings in D.C., particularly here in the Capitol. And most of them are just sort of starting their careers in Washington, like the person you're about to meet. But there's a big difference. His name is Aaron Schock, and he is about to be sworn in today as the youngest member of Congress. At 27, Aaron Schock looks more like your typical congressional aide than a congressman. But today, he takes the oath as a Republican member of the House from the 18th District in Central Illinois. We caught up with him at his new office. The enormity of his new job hit him when he saw the view.
Come out and take a look at the Capitol Dome.
And we visited with him in his Illinois district.
No, don't try this at home.
As he prepared to become the first member born in the 1980s to serve in Congress. Schock started in politics when the local school board refused to allow him to graduate high school early, even though he'd completed the work.
This is one of my favorite photos of Aaron.
His mom says Aaron didn't take rejection lightly.
And if you tell Aaron that he can't do something, well, look out, because he will do it.
So he ran for the very school board that held him back. When a technicality kept his name off the ballot, he kept going.
And in less than 2 months, we put together a great grassroots campaign, knocked on 13,000 houses, and got 6,406 people to write my name on the ballot correctly.
How old are you?
How old am I? I'm 19.
While serving as the youngest school board member in the state, Schock finished college in just 2 years. At 22, he won a seat in the Illinois state legislature, where he served 2 terms. A career in Washington wasn't on his radar until 7-term Republican Ray LaHood announced his retirement from Congress.
And the door was open, and with all things in life, opportunity and timing is everything.
Unlike other Republicans, Schock thought the timing was right to have President Bush campaign for him. Schock carried the district with a whopping 69% of the vote. But now he faces a new challenge.
You know, I'm excited. The last couple of months has been literally like drinking out of a fire hose.
The man he succeeds says Aaron Schock is up to the job.
He does have a big learning curve, but he's smart enough to know that if he listens to people, he will be successful.
Okay, he's smart, but will his age be a problem on Capitol Hill?
I think I'll bring a much different perspective than somebody who's 2 or 3 times my age. I think our country would look different, and certainly our government and its programs would look different if more people were here that were in their 20s and 30s.
And here's another question. Will this 27-year-old guy be able to have a life in Washington? When we saw him, he didn't even have a place to live.
Might have to get some roommates.
While Dad has no doubts that Aaron's ready for the political gloves to come off.
And he's been in politics, you might say, for 10 years. So
his mom's concerned about what he puts on.
He still doesn't have a top coat, and I told him he needs a top coat if he's going to walk around in D.C.
That's what your mother would tell you, of course. And he will need a top coat probably for the inauguration 2 weeks from today. And there's something else that might come in handy for Aaron Schock that he probably doesn't have just yet, and that's a thick skin to survive inside the Beltway.